back. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nico Austin Smith, and I'm advocating for you to have a successful acting career in 2022 and beyond. You're rested, you're recharged, and after watching my previous video, you're ready to take pilot season by storm. In this video, I'm going to be taking you how I screen tested during pilot season and what my pilot season has been like in LA over the past 3 years. I moved to LA in January of 2019. I had just signed across the board commercially and theatrically with A3 Artist Agency, who at the time went by the name of Abrams Artist Agency. And I also signed with my manager at Seven Summits Pictures and Management. I had just wrapped season 3 of Ava DuVernay's Queen Sugar, where I had some articles written about me, about the show. And I had also just wrapped a project where I had starred alongside Victoria Rall and Daphne Reed in Jacqueline and Jilly. I was working with my older headshots at the time, and I moved right at the beginning of pilot season. And because of my reps and the momentum that I had very busy pilot season in 2019. One of my first auditions in LA was for a series regular on an ABC pilot. I received a callback for the role, and I thought I was hot, in all honesty. But after the callback, crickets. I kept auditioning and auditioning. I think I had about 5 auditions a week. Most of the time though, I didn't receive callbacks and thus wasn't booking. After pilot season, there was a bit of a hiatus and an episodic season began. And it was the same issue. My team assured me that it was because I was new to LA, and everyone's first year in LA is usually drier on the booking side. And this is because casting offices just want to get to know you, and they want to know how they can bring you in better next time. I had about 50 auditions my first year in LA, and I didn't book a single one until I finally did, which was This Game's Called Murder, starring Ron Perlman, that just premiered and we won at the Burbank International Film Festival, but I filmed that in August through October of 2019. After that, I was like, okay, I was so grateful for that experience, but something else was missing. It wasn't until January 2020 that I realized what it was: acting class. I audited at about 5 studios in LA until I found the one that worked best for me. Once I enrolled in class, I was able to play and create freely without judgment. I started to have more fun with all of my tapes. I started to get called in more and called back more. And in February of 2020, literally a month later, I screen tested for a very popular Black show on ABC. Not only was I in class and that was working for me to my advantage, but I also updated my headshots for a more editorial vibe that all of LA is going towards. I spruced up my social media presence. I made genuine relationships with casting directors online that I was targeting, and I engaged more authentically online and thus appeared to be more available and trustworthy. Here I am with my new headshots that are working for me, my new online presence, my new acting class, my newfound confidence and joy and playful child. I was ready to take 2020 pilot season by storm. I was having about 8 auditions a week with callbacks and pins included, and I felt like I was on fire, not just because it was a busy time for me, but also because I was having fun. I was connecting genuinely with industry professionals in a positive way, and I was creating really outstanding work. I felt like I was so close to booking a series regular, and I was. I auditioned for the ABC series regular in person for a casting office that I had been in before once. So this is the end of January of 2020, just before the pandemic hit. Within 3 days of auditioning in person, I received an email from my team that I had a callback/chemistry read with one of the actors from the show. I drove onto the lot, everyone was vibing, we were all having fun, and I felt really good about it. Fast forward to 2 more days, and my team calls me to let me know that I have my first screen test in 2 days. A rush of excitement is coming over me, and my team is telling me what to expect. Tons of suits in the room, the executive producers, maybe the writers of the show, the showrunner, the director, the entire casting team in a huge room with lights and a few cameras. I wore my same outfit that I had been wearing the entire casting process because it had been working for me the whole time, so why change anything? I had my hair the exact same way. I arrived early and I drove onto the lot and passed some of the actors in their expensive, amazing cars, and I was like, this feels right. This feels like I'm at home. I was thinking by the end of this week, that's gonna be me. And that's honestly how fast it can happen. You can have an audition on Monday, you can have a chemistry read Wednesday, you can screen test for it on Thursday, you can book it on Friday. That's how fast it can go sometimes. So I walk into the studio, I go to the 7th floor, I think, and I'm greeted by an ABC exec who hands me the test deal, which is basically the contract stating how much money you're gonna make per episode, how many episodes you're guaranteed, how much your pay increases each season, your exclusivity, how many seasons you're signed on for, etc., etc. My team informed me that that was gonna happen, and they had already gone over it with a fine-tooth comb, so I was good to sign. I read it, I took screenshots of it for my own record, and I signed it, and that was that. I believe ABC was only considering me and somebody else for the role. At the time of my test, I was the only other actor there, so the odds seemed pretty good. I went in confidently, I had fun, we played, and everyone seemed really happy with what I was doing. I walked out of ABC knowing that I had made fans, regardless of the outcome. But when there's over on the line per episode. You can't help but imagine how much your life would change if you were to book this role. I screen tested on a Thursday and I had heard crickets for days. I was told that the executives wouldn't be looking at the tapes until Monday morning, so I was like, okay, I have the weekend, let me try not to think about it, but it was really difficult. Come Monday, still nothing, they were still deciding, and it wasn't until Friday that I got the call from my managers saying that they had gone another way, a whole 8 days later. I was obviously really disappointed, but my team informed me how much all of the ABC execs really loved me and loved my work and what I did. I made fans of ABC, and that is a huge deal. And I couldn't dwell on that for too long because I still had 4 other self-tapes to do that week. I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. What is for you, and that role clearly just wasn't for me. And that's okay. Fast forward the next month, the world shuts down, no more pilot season 2020. The beginning of pilot season 2021 was not as fast-paced as the previous years for me, but I believe it was due to the world still being more on a lockdown, cases were still high, and everyone in the industry was still navigating this online virtual casting process world. For 2021, just for context, I was coming off of doing season 2 of The Birch on Facebook Watch, which I filmed in 2020, so the episodes were coming out starting in March of 2021. I was having some momentum from that, and my first ever national commercial for McDonald's began airing around Super Bowl Sunday, which I shot in December of 2020 / beginning of January 2021. So for me, I had a good amount of auditions, maybe like 4 or 5 a week. For me, 2021 was all about that commercial energy, which I love and adore and appreciate, and also the Blue Rose. This year is going to be a really fun year because for those of you who know about astrology, it's my year 5. It's my year of rebellion, of fun, of play, of change, and I'm excited to see what that brings me. Recently, I auditioned for 2 major studio features, 2 series regular roles, and 2 national commercials, so I feel like we're off to a great start, and it's not even the end of the 2nd week of January, so I'm just having fun doing all that I can do to stay on top of my game. I'm believing truly that I already have everything I want. I can see it, I can feel it, I can taste it, my future, my success. And having that feeling of already having what I already want and desire is leaving me feeling confident and inspired. And I encourage you to do the same. You can watch this video right here where I walk you through how I got to where I am today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have fun on your journey. I'll see you Thursday after next. Bye.